Alright, cool. I just wanted to make this video because today is my last day. Literally. It's September 30th, 2015. And I just wanted to make a vlog because tomorrow is my flight to Russia. Alright, now it's top secret. You know, like no one knows about it except for my friends that are in Russia and my friends in Ukraine and stuff. I didn't really go out and blab it to my family. It's kind of like a top secret thing. Now you can judge me on that. You can say, "Oh, you're crazy." That's fine. It's whatever. Anyway, so yeah, today's my last day. So I'm just trying to take it easy, making sure I have everything ready for the flight. You know, making sure I'm all set with my luggage, all the stuff I need to bring for my trip to Russia. Because I'm going there to get my teaching certification. I want to teach English in Russia. That's what I really want to do. So I have my luggage, I have my carry-on, I have clothing, you know, all the stuff that, you know, I made a list and I'm checking it off, you know, double checking it, triple checking it, because once you go there, I mean, I ain't gonna have money. Well, I am gonna have money, but I ain't coming back here to if I forget something. So yeah, I mean, I'm making this video because I want to look back in retrospect, maybe like a year from now or something, and be like, holy shit, you know, like, I looked totally different back then or whatever. But anyway, as you can see, alright, this is going to make a bit of noise for the laptop. This right here is my luggage, alright? Now, I'm only doing one luggage, and I'm fitting all my shit in here. I have a blue thing so I can recognize it faster from the other blue lanyard, you know, because all the bag, everyone has a black luggage bag, so maybe I see this and I can recognize my, oh look, it fell off already, gotta tie it up again. But I got a lot of stuff in here, and then of course, I have a backpack, which is gonna be my carry-on, a lot of shit in here too, it's just a no-name backpack, you know. But the stuff, this is the sort of stuff I'm bringing. I mean, for my trip, I don't want to get a second luggage thing carried around. It's a pain in the ass for me. I don't want to pay another $70 extra for that. So, this is the type of stuff I'm bringing. I mean, that I deemed necessary. Obviously, my laptop and my charger and mouse, the wall outlet adapters, because I'm going to Europe. Phone charger, wallets, passport with Visa, headphones, you know, wired and Bluetooth headphones, some books I wanted to bring, my flash drive, 64 gigs, encrypted flash drive with backups of everything from emergency contact info to contacts and phone, everything from phone, all the card, customer service numbers in case I get robbed or something. I have backups of all the customer service numbers on there, the card numbers, and I encrypted the flash drive to the fucking shit. So only I know the password. So if you plug it into your computer, it's not even gonna like pop up. You have to type in all these passwords and shit to get to that part where it has all the encrypted information and all that shit. So now deodorant stick, toothbrush, bring that stuff. Now one thing that came to my mind is Russian people have obviously different type of foods over there, different type of cuisine. It's different culture. Now, over here we have, this is kind of stupid, but if you think about it, ask some people, have they ever seen this? Now this is Trident gum, familiar with it. I was thinking about bringing some Reese's Pieces or some gum or something from here, you know, to show them over there. That's to bring to my friends and stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool. And plus, when someone invites you over to their house, you should bring something, you know, a token of your appreciation, a little gift, maybe candy, anything, wine, something like this. That's just a cultural note. So I'm gonna fucking hit up the Dollar Tree and just buy a shitload of Reese's Pieces and stuff my backpack with it. But what else? I know this is a boring video, but believe me, this is important. What else I'm bringing? Some other personal items. Wink wink, personal. No, just kidding. Fake wallet, fake cell phone. Now people think I'm retarded, but obviously I have my real wallet, real cell phone, okay? Now I have an extra black cell phone and an extra black wallet with some play money, some cards, shit like this. good thing to have, because when people rob you, obviously they're gonna rob you in a group of 3 or 4. They're gonna bring maybe a knife. I don't think a gun, but whatever. If you don't hand over the stuff, they're gonna beat you up. They're gonna kill you. Who knows? So they're gonna come up to you, give me all your money, blah blah blah, and check all your pockets, your back pockets, front pockets, coat pockets. Now, if you have your wallet and your cell phone real in your pockets, they're gonna take that and they're gonna go and you're fucked. However, if you have your fake wallet and fake cell phone in your pockets, they take it, you know. And at the very least, you know, that buys you some time. Maybe you can punch him, kick him, whatever, run away, whatever. But it's realistic. I think it's a good idea. Whereas you keep your real shit, you know, very, very hidden. Maybe keep it in your shoe or something like this. All right. Anyway, that's just a side idea. And with these big fucking boots, I'm also bringing some boots. Look at these motherfuckers. Some Columbia, alright? Fucking 5-star. Look at these fuckers. 200 grams of insulation, weatherproof completely, waterproof, snowproof, you name it. And the traction is amazing. These are excellent for winter, alright? I saw these. They're normally like well over $100. I got it for 80 because I haggled with the manager at Sports Authority. Because I'm very, very persuasive. And as far, I don't think the weather in St. Petersburg is going to be that intense, but it's not like I'm going to Siberia right now or anything like that. But nonetheless, it's good to be prepared. What else I want to say about these boots? Oh yeah, apparently they're advertised to keep you warm up until negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 32 degrees Celsius. They are advertised to keep your feet warm. So hopefully they, you know, can actually do that. So bringing boots and then bringing regular, you know, hoodie, a really nice hoodie I bought. Then winter jacket, of course. It's not Columbia. Those are Columbia, but zero exposure jacket. I'm also bringing that. I managed to fit that in the luggage. You know, that has a headpiece too, just like the hoodie. And also on the topic of clothing, I'm obviously bringing, you know, black fabric hats such as this for winter, 2 gloves, 6 polos, socks, underwear, 2 pajamas, 1 pair of sweatpants. I'm bringing stuff, you know, because I'm going into the autumn, winter season. 2 belts. I'm not bringing slacks, even though that would be a good thing to bring. I don't have enough room for that shit. I don't have room for that shit. When I land in, well, pretty much tomorrow, this is the thing. I'm just gonna pull it up on my phone. I'm gonna, my sister's gonna drop me off at the bus. I'm gonna have my backpack, luggage, all shit in my pockets, and I'm gonna take the bus from PA to New York, Port Authority, 42nd Street. I'm going to take the metro, the blue one, to World Trade Center. Then from World Trade Center, I'm going to walk to the visa place, where they give me the Russian visa. Then from there, walk back to World Trade Center. Because I'm getting to the metro, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to walk this shit. One time I walked it, it was a pain in the ass. And then I'm going to take that metro, you know, to JFK Airport. And, I'm gonna, you know, there's some air train system or something like that. It costs $5. Pretty much they do rounds every 15 minutes, and they're gonna pick me up, and take me to JFK. Once I take that exit off at, what is it, Archer Avenue / JFK or Airport, you know, stop at the metro. So yeah, it's time sensitive because you can only pick up the fucking passport from 2 to 4:30 at the place. So I need to get there in that fucking window. And my flight's at 6:10. This is an international flight, so I want to be there like at least two hours early. So, you know, and all this shit takes time to go here, go there. A lot of running around. Well, it's not that bad, you know. I'm taking the metro because I'm not gonna walk all this shit with a big ass luggage and backpack. You know, it's a pain in the ass. So I'm not gonna take a taxi, you know, because this is too fucking expensive. From fucking that place to JFK is like $70. Just take the metro. You know, a lot cheaper. Doesn't make sense to take a taxi. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm leaving to Russia tomorrow. I don't want to. I mean, I'm excited certainly, but I'm not nervous per se. I guess I don't know. There's no use in worrying or being nervous because all that does is mess you up. You know. I always view worrying as a negative thing. I don't see it as a positive thing. So that's why I don't indulge in it. Certainly this is a big thing. I mean, me moving to another country, my first time outside of America, yada, yada, yada. We can make it dramatic, but yeah, I'm not a dramatic type of person. You know, how to make a big deal out of nothing. So, yeah, so once I land in St. Petersburg, I am going, once I land in the airport, like I said, I have a flight tomorrow, but it's Swiss Airlines. Swiss Airlines, and the flight's at 6:10. I have a layover in Switzerland, obviously. 1 hour, 15 minutes layover, and then I land in St. Petersburg. So it's 7 hours flying the first plane, 1 hour layover, and then about like 3 or 4 hours flying the second plane. And yeah, someone's gonna meet me in the airport from the school, to my knowledge, and they're gonna drive me from the airport to my hotel. So it's pretty. I'm getting babied. It's pretty nice. You know, airport transfer and whatnot. Can't really fuck this up. But in the airport, I'm gonna exchange some U.S. dollars, some cash I have, for rubles, because I really need to have some money on hand. Obviously, I need to get a SIM card. That's another important thing that I need to do. Or just go to MTC, maybe Megaphone, whatever. Get a SIM card. But yeah, I mean, it's first day in a foreign country, so there will be surprises. There will be certain things plenty of things I'm not familiar with, but when I'm in that hotel, I'm also going to be with another student from UK who is also there for the same intentions of studying, taking course, stuff like this, at the same school I'm at, so it's pretty convenient. So maybe me and this guy can become friends and maybe explore the city together, whatever. And I have I have plenty of people in St. Petersburg, don't get me wrong. I don't have like a million, but I have like 5 or 6 friends, something like this, that are willing to want to meet up with me, so I have pretty good English. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just making sure everything's right. I mean, tonight I have to check into my flight, online check-in with Swiss Airlines, and you know what? I actually have to go tonight. 2 things I have to do that are important. I need to check in, and that page, I need to print that shit out, because God forbid this isn't working, because they send it to your phone, the online boarding pass thing. What if this doesn't scan? So you always need to have a printed copy. And speaking of the phone, I want to buy one of those power bank things, one of those little slim power. It's like if the phone dies, it's an extra little power thing to charge it up. I'm gonna buy one of those. So those are 2 things. I went to Staples to get one of those. So yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward. I mean, there's some stuff I sold my synthesizer. I sold my TV. I had a 50-inch. I sold that. Sold the synthesizer. Stuff I don't need. I sold all my video games, PlayStation, GameCube, and which did hurt me. I had to sell Super Smash Bros. Melee. That was not easy, believe me. Especially the guy fucking ripped me off at the store. That really wasn't cool. This is what it is. I mean, I still have a nice cushion. After everything's all said and done, I have a hotel that's paid for a fucking month. You know, I paid my tuition was 900 euros. I paid for my flight, $300. Paid for my visa, $283. Because I had to have a rush visa, thanks to FedEx. Holding my. It wasn't even FedEx. It was actually U.S. Customs who held my fucking paperwork from Russia for like over 2 weeks. It was ridiculous. So, but yeah, I mean, just having all bases covered, if I ever get stopped by a cop in Russia, I have a copy of my passport thing, photocopy with all the important information on it. I also photocopy my visa when I get a chance. So yeah, the only thing that I'm lacking right now is not even money. The only thing I'm really lacking is my knowledge of the Russian language, because I've been studying it all summer, but on and off, and well, not on and off, but yeah, I guess you could say on and off. It hasn't been every day, and these past couple days I've been just preparing for this trip, and I haven't been really doing it much, and that really concerns me, because I really need to know Russian. When you're going to Russia, that's a country where not a lot of people speak English, so you have to know the language. And don't get me wrong, you can hold a basic conversation. I can read signs, I can understand some things, but I mean, I'm still upper level beginner, and I've been that way for weeks now. And it's like, I really need to push the next to get to intermediate, you know. So, but that's not a big deal. I mean, when you're in Russia, you will learn Russian. I mean, you're there for a year. I like to say it goes like this. For a person who's a moderate learner, not a fast learner or slow learner, it takes a year for you to get a working knowledge of the language. Like, really comfortable talking and all different sorts of you know, if you practice often. You know, reading, talking, a really good working knowledge. Like, I guess you could say proficient. But to become totally fluent in the language will take like 2 years, I'd say. If you're in the country. These are, if you're in Japan, this applies. China applies. You know what I'm saying? You know, Egypt applies. So, you know, it doesn't matter what language it is. Spanish, the same shit. Of course, you could, if you really put your mind and heart and soul into it, you can do this in a matter of months. You know, 3 to 6 months, you could develop working knowledge and be proficient. And in a year, you could be fluent. But that's a much more accelerated thing. That's for people who are fast learners and do it every fucking day for hours on end. Me, I'm just gonna be in the country. I'm gonna be teaching English. I mean, Monday through Friday. I'm not gonna be 8 hours of the day is gonna be me teaching English class. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's gonna be more like the first path. So, and that's another thing. I really want to learn the language. And St. Petersburg, to me, man, it's just, I wrote this a while back. You know, and this is really good. Look at this. Benefits of teaching English in Russia. I'm gonna summarize this shit. Of course, whenever I get a job someday, I wanted to do something that I mean, I like working, but I don't think you should kill yourself working, you know, Monday through Saturday, 6 hours a week, every fucking week, and definitely you don't have any time off, not even Christmas or, you know, Halloween or Easter or anything, you know, Thanksgiving. You don't get anything off. I don't like jobs like that. And I used to work like that. I used to work pretty much at Amazon. It was Olympus, but I'll just use Amazon to make it easier to illustrate. And I was killing myself working in this warehouse, like 60, 70 hours a week, making a lot of money. And I saved up a lot of money so I could make this trip possible. You know, worked for like a year. And I worked a lot of different jobs before that. But what I realized through that was I saw a lot of people busting their ass off working just to keep on floating. I mean, just to support their family, pay for their bills, pay for their kids, you know, trying to raise a family. You know, and I saw people 30, 40, 50, you know, working, doing this hard, strenuous work, you know, 40, whatever, 50, whatever the fuck, 60, whatever the fuck, doing the same strenuous manual labor I was doing. And I saw that, and I didn't really want to be that old and still be doing that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I disrespected them. I had a lot of respect for these people because they were working their asses off to make ends meet. And it's not bad that they are working. I mean, the Olympus actually is a fantastic company to work for. Olympus is really treats their workers well, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed every fucking day of that job. I mean, yeah, it was hard work, and yeah, it's working in the warehouse, and yeah, it sucked. But the people there had this sort of attitude and spirit that made it really worthwhile. Shout out to Epifanio de Jesus. That guy was fucking awesome. He's a great supervisor. He made everything so funny. Ray was a really great supervisor too. But Epi really had this. He always made it a joy to work there because he made it entertaining and he was funny. Every day, even if the day was going slow, if it sucked, he made it funny. Anyway, I went really off topic, but what I'm trying to get at is, yeah, I'm 21 years old. I have an idea of what I want to do in life, what I don't want to do in life, who I am, what I'm not. You know, I have a really fucking good idea. I mean, I don't think I'm going to change at all. You know, and I'm fine working, you know, into my 60s or something. I don't want to retire early. That's fine. I mean, if I love what I'm doing, I could do it until the day I die. I don't give a shit. It's fine. You know. So I want a job that have the summers off, okay? Obviously teaching in schools, you get the summers off, okay? Holidays off, where you get different holidays off. Same thing. I mean, Russia has different holidays, but you get holidays off. An interactive job where you're helping people, you know? Working in a warehouse, you don't really see the direct effect, maybe delivering packages to people, maybe they really need a book or need a TV or whatever. Or in my situation, I was working in a medical supply facility where these things that we're delivering and we were packing and sorting by lot numbers, expiration dates, really important equipment because there are different equipment for surgeries, maybe ultrasound machines, maybe different surgical tools. So this stuff was important shit. But us working in a warehouse, we didn't directly see a surgeon working on someone, for heart surgery and saving someone's life. So we didn't really see the effect. Yeah, it was affecting people in a great way, and our jobs are important. But having this job, like being a teacher of whatever, it could be history, anything. It's interactive. You're interacting with people, helping students. You know what I'm saying? Correcting their homework, helping them, making an influence, a positive influence on their lives. You're changing their lives. You're making it something for the better. Okay. Someone once told me who was a teacher that it was one of the best jobs that they had. Because now they're doing something different, but. One of the kids, he influenced his life in such a positive manner, and he was such a great teacher to him, and he learned so much that the kid went 10 years down the road when he got married 15 years later, he invited him to his wedding, and that really made him feel special, Of course, obviously in Russia, I'm going to learn Russian fluency. Russia is the hugest country in the world. That's 12% of the Earth's landmass. Why is that important? The country's fucking huge. There's so many cities. There's so many different interesting things to explore, and so many, Russia's like Japan. It has a rich history, very rich culture. It's been around for a while, alright? It's not like a country that's been around for like 250 years. Not naming any countries. But all due respect, America, if you look at, America's only been around for like 270 years, but look at how much we've accomplished in just that short fucking period. It's really amazing. You look how just the 13 colonies, then we branched out to, all 50 states we have now, and the mainland, we got Hawaii, we got fucking Alaska, which we actually bought from Russia, and how developed it is, and how good life is in America, and it's a first world country. It's so developed and everything in just a short period of time. That's fucking amazing if you really look at it. But America hasn't been around that long if you compare it to China, Japan, something like this. It really hasn't. But yeah. Obviously, Russia is fucking cool. They have Siberia named. Siberia's most of Russia, actually. But there's some nice places, too. You got Anapa. You got Sochi. Okay, Sochi's fucking nice, man. There's some nice places where it gets hot as balls. Okay, there's not many. But Sochi, like I said, for example, is a place where you can go to the beach there, and it's really, really nice. And it gets, like, over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer, which you may not know that. Now, St. Petersburg is a very strategic location. Why St. Petersburg, okay? It's the most westernized city of Russia, so it shouldn't be too much of, like, a big transition. Well, obviously it's a big transition, but you know what I'm saying. Here in Moscow is a lot more Russian than St. Petersburg, but St. Petersburg's fantastic because English teachers there's plentiful jobs, a lot of jobs. You're going to be able to get a job, and the salary is pretty decent. It's good. Quality of life there is pretty nice. The women are fucking, oh my god, 10 out of 10. Every woman on the street's like a fucking model. This is my impression. I haven't been there yet. The weather isn't super extreme. Like, you got that Siberian coldness sort of shit. It's pretty decent. But what I hear is that it rains a lot. The sun doesn't come up, so it's fucking cloudy. That's what I hear about. But I love rain, so. But St. Petersburg, other than the weather aspect, which is, it's decent, the location is nice because from fucking St. Petersburg, you can go to neighboring countries. You can go to the Baltics. You can go to Finland, okay? You can take a train to these places. You can go to fucking Finland, the capital, what is it? Helsinki? How do you fucking say it? Helsinki? Whatever. But you can go there. You can go to Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. To me, that's fucking awesome. That's so exotic, You can also, from St. Petersburg, you can maybe go to Ukraine, You can go to Poland, It's a nice spot. Obviously, you can fly to Egypt. You can fly to Turkey, which are very popular destinations for Russians, so it's cheap to go there. Out of those two, both of those interest me. More so Egypt, but I don't have any friends in Egypt. I have friends in Turkey. And another place that's really fucking cool that's not expensive to go to is Cyprus. You can get a round-trip ticket for like $200, dude, and I'm not lying, from St. Petersburg to Cyprus during fucking July or June or something. That's fucking nice, dude. That's like better than Hawaii. Like, fuck Honolulu. Cyprus is where it's at, dude. That's as exotic as it gets. So, St. Petersburg's nice because you can visit a multitude of fucking awesome places. In my opinion, I have a very strong interest in going to those places versus other destinations in the world. Of course, the European women. I mean, one thing that Russia has better than America, hands down, that no matter, this is one thing that is better, is the women. If there's a lot of things that Russia fucks up with corruption and this and that. I mean, I'm very pro-Russia, so you're not gonna hear me talking shit on Russia too much. I mean, I like Putin. I mean, I'm not saying that's on anyone's good side. I really actually like Russia. But the women, man, the women hands down are better. They're better everything around. You're talking, and I'm talking in general, Ukrainian and Russian women. You're talking personality, looks, style, fashion, how they take care of themselves, their hygiene, what they eat, like everything, man. Everything's just better, 100%. Because if you know anything about America, the women here are not high quality. All right, I mean, they're not. I mean, it's a lot more. You could find a high quality girl here, but it's becoming more and more scarce every year. You don't have these type of supermodel type of women here. That's just not. If you want a supermodel type of girl in the literal sense, you know, tall, beautiful girl, blonde hair, maybe a brunette, whatever, high heels, wearing something real nice, thin, sexy, feminine. You're talking. That's blueprint for Russia, man. Blueprint for Russia. Some in Ukraine. They wear high heels over there, man. They're thin, they're beautiful, they're sexy, they're intelligent, they're educated. All right, you can't say that about the women in America. You just can't. Yes, you could find something like that, but you mean that's like, you know, she's gonna have 10,000 messages on OkCupid, 10,000 messages on POF, 10,000 messages on Tinder, 10,000 messages on Match.com. You're up against everyone. Versus in Russia, when you go over there, these girls are plentiful, you know, and they're not snobby. Most of them, they're not snobby. They're, you know, and they're educated too. That's another thing. You wanted not only a beautiful woman, but an intelligent woman. These women over there, they have degrees and shit, you know. So I'm just saying. But you could say whatever you want, but I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah. So I just have points on girls here. That I'm not gonna like go into, you know, but what else? But yeah, if you ever notice, if you've ever been a foreign exchange student before, like I've never been outside U.S., but I've had a lot of friends in high school who are foreign exchange students. And I had a friend, for example, from Germany, and he came from Germany, and he was in my school. He transferred to my school. I have a friend from Bulgaria, from Kenya. Now, the kid from Germany, one thing I noticed is this guy, you know, he's a good-looking German guy, whatever. He's pretty cool, pretty chill guy. I was one of his first friends. And, you know, I don't know, he had like blonde hair, blue eyes, typical thing. But the girls were goo gaga over him. And his English wasn't even like fantastic or anything. But when he came to my school, just because of his value as a foreigner, okay, he had immense value. Okay, his personality, his look, his sexual value was just multiplied times 20 just because he's a guy from Germany, you know, who came. And of course, he was a tall guy and stuff like this, and he came to my school, and all the women all the girls in my school in high school, they see this as something so exotic. They're like, oh my God, he's so cool, he's so awesome. I want to be around him. So one thing that you realize if you're a smart individual, you can really multiply your opportunity. I mean, like with just making so much more friends and having so much more higher value elsewhere. Now, many people are, oh wow, Josh, you're so cute, you're a good-looking guy, you're smart, you're tough. Yeah. But if you think that, I mean, when you go travel to other countries and stuff like that, and this applies for anywhere, you can go to Japan. I mean, white guys, you like to go to Japan and travel there. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if they have they're muscular and they look good and they're intelligent and they're well-groomed, I'm pretty sure they get some, you know, sexy looks from the Japanese ladies too. I'm pretty sure they get some action from them too, you know? It's whatever you're into. Asian women, I guess you could copy and paste this method and put it for Japan, but whatever. So yeah, when you go to Russia, man, I mean, you're the hot shit because everyone over there wants to learn English. They need to learn English for their personal life, for professional life, whatever. They want to understand what their American or Canadian friends are saying, or maybe from Britain, whatever, Australia, and they want to learn English to have better life. They want to learn English to maybe make more money at their job that they're at, for more job opportunities, to make themselves more marketable, all right? Because most of the internet is in English. So if you don't know English, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. You know, you should just have basic knowledge, maybe intermediate, and then keep on working your way up. So basically, my value just skyrockets by going to Russia. I mean, because the girls are gonna see me in a certain positive light, and that's just a fact of the matter. You can say whatever the fuck you want about that, but that's just being an intelligent individual. You know, that's just being smart and thinking things through. It's like, hey, well, you know, I'm gonna get a lot more bitches if I, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. Now, some things that really get under my skin in America, the radical feminism we have here, the political correctness, okay? And I'm trying to make this as unbiased and as neutral kind of thing as possible. But seriously, that gets under my skin. The political correctness, we have too much political correctness. Like around fucking Christmas, you have to say Happy Holidays. You can't say Merry Christmas. I mean, and it's getting worse and worse every year. So much so that South Park just made a fucking the season premiere was about social justice warriors and about all this shit. I mean, if South Park's making fun of this shit, I mean, this is a real big culture problem that's actually affecting us. You know, we're not just delusional. And the radical feminism, I mean, yeah, I'm all for women voting and stuff, but fuck, the feminism we have nowadays is like, I don't know what it is, third wave feminism, fourth wave, but it's the poisonous, toxic type that hurts women more than it helps women. You know, Russia has nothing of the sort. I mean, Russia doesn't have all this crazy bullshit that goes on here, these cultural problems, you know. So, but yeah, in Russia, men are men and women are women. I mean, that's what a lot of people say. That's the truth. That's the way it's been. That's the way it's gonna stay. I mean, that's a wonderful, beautiful thing. You don't have all this gender confusion and all these alternative lifestyles being promoted endlessly in the media at the expense of normal people, at the expense of heterosexual lifestyles, you know? So in Russia, shit's normal, you know what I'm saying? Shit is just fucking normal. They don't have this obsessive consumerist kind of culture that we do have in America. And you could also say Japan's kind of, you know, if you see how many electronics they have, and, you know, it's kind of a consumerist culture too, I mean, come on, but anyway. The reason I keep on bringing up Japan is because I studied Japanese for like 6 years, and I used to be a huge Japanophile in high school. So that used to be, if you asked me 5 years ago where the fuck I wanted to move, I would say Japan. But yeah, I mean, this looks like really fantastic opportunity for me. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? You know, literally my flight's tomorrow. Like, I'm not shitting. This is serious shit. I mean, moving to Russia. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. But in a good way, of course. So yeah, I'm embarking on a new chapter of my life now. I mean, no more of this fucking, all the stuff I've been, you know, it's on a new, totally new thing that I'm going to be doing. I need to open up an Instagram, man. So, I know this video is long, but it should be. It really should be, because this is like my fucking last day here, dude. Tomorrow morning, my sister's picking me up. I'm fucking off to New York and then off into that airplane. That's it. It's a wrap. Tomorrow I'm not going to be, you know, talking to people. I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be fucking out. I'm going to be on the bus to New York, man. I'm going to be fucking out. So this is the last night where I'm sleeping in this room. This is the last time I'm going to be here. This is the last day I'm going to be in fucking PA. I mean, you know, so it's, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, so. But yeah, I just hope everything goes well. I hope there's no mishaps or any shit like that. Yeah, I don't really know what to say anymore. I'm leaving my stun gun at home. But no, I really did prepare for this trip. I mean, I took some martial arts classes. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. But yeah, I mean, if you're the type of guy who follows like I don't know, because I'm totally different from the stuff, the wisdom I have in my head is totally, you know, a lot of the stuff, everything I know really is I take from older guys, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, who have a lot more experience in life, who've actually traveled the world, who've been to Russia, stuff like this, you know, who are very worldly, who are successful men, okay, with their own businesses. And I take a lot of advice from them, so that's why I mean, I kind of came to the conclusion this is the best step for me to take, and this really, really what I want, you know. I've always wanted to travel. The only thing that's changed over the years was the country, but always really, really wanted to travel, and, you know, Russia really is, I believe, is the best place for me, the first place and my first choice of where I want to go and explore and everything. You know, I'm going to set up home base in St. Petersburg, and I will explore neighboring places. So, let the adventures begin. And hopefully next summer, one of my friends wants to go hitchhiking. So maybe we go backpacking around Europe. That'll be a lot of fun too. So, alright, well, that's that. I made a vlog, like I promised myself I would. So,